go to find the feminine.
You start overthinking your feelings?
That doesn't sound like anything I would ever do.
And you struggle with boundaries.
What? Lots of ideas and not much follow through.
Oh.
Hello and welcome to Adulthood is a Project, the show where two sisters discuss lessons learned and growth earned through the realities of life.
I'm Casey, and this is my sister Charlie, and we're your host. In today's episode, we're discussing masculine versus feminine energy. We're not talking about men versus women. We're talking about energies that we all carry. Everyone has both of them, and we're just talking about awareness, not labels. Let's get started.
Woo! Okay. We're adding a new little segment that we are going to be calling our adulting confidence level.
Yeah.
So in adulting, what would you put your confidence level at about masculine versus feminine energy? And it's your number out of 10.
My number out of 10. Masculine versus... Is this more understanding them?
I would say, yeah. Like, what is your confidence level on understanding it?
I'm going to honestly give myself about a 7 out of 10 on this one.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was going to go more of a, 5 out of 10, simply because I understand them, but I haven't gotten real good about leaning into them when I need to.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would say my understanding of them is a lot of it has to do with a lot of the classes I took in college.
Oh, okay.
Where, interpersonal communications and learning to read rooms and things like that.
Oh, okay.
And we had discussions about this stuff quite a bit. So I feel fairly confident in reading other people's, are they leaning into their feminine side, masculine side, what's going on.
Okay.
But I'm not always great at leaning into the one I'm supposed to be leaning into.
I'm definitely not great at that. And yeah, I don't feel like I'm good at reading other people's either, though. So it's a concept I understand, but am not well versed on. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well.
So, new little thing there. So we're going to start trying that out and our different stuff and seeing how we're feeling about stuff, because we tell you guys, we're obviously experts on everything.
Everything.
So.
Take our word for it.
Absolutely. And now you know our confidence level in that. Okay, so it's my turn for the quiz this week.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Man, and I just gave myself a pretty high confidence level, so now if I take this quiz, I'm gonna suck it.
Well, I won't do this all the time, but I do know how much you love the history.
Oh, I do.
I can't have you nerding out too much on a regular basis. But I thought this might be fun. I'm doing power moves in history. And were they leaning into their masculine or their feminine energy?
Let's go.
Okay, so, all right, number 1. Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln filled his cabinet with political rivals instead of just allies. Was he leaning on his masculine or his feminine energy?
I feel like he was leaning on his feminine energy on that one.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Says, and I'll give a why behind it a little bit, just because as our listeners are going on this, before we get into the whole thing, that was feminine because he was more about collaboration, inclusion, long game. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Theodore Roosevelt. He said, speak softly and carry a big stick. Masculine or feminine energy?
Feminine.
What? Masculine because he was being decisive and assertive.
Oh. I think sometimes that quote can go a little on the...
Either or because of the speak softly part?
Yeah.
I could see that.
So that's why I was like, oh, Rick. I do like that quote, though.
Yeah. Okay. Joan of Arc. As a teenage girl, she convinced the French crown she was divinely guided, led troops into battle, and shifted the momentum of the 100 Years' War.
Masculine.
Dun, 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 dun. Bold action, leadership in war, willingness to face danger. Okay. Doing good. George Washington. He voluntarily stepped away from power after 2 terms.
I think that's probably feminine.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, restraint, long-term stability, legacy thinking over dominance. Okay. Queen Elizabeth refusing to marry. Elizabeth I, she chose power and autonomy over political marriage.
Yeah, she was going full masculine.
Dun, 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 dun. Independence, authority. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you did really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice job. I like it.
Feeling real good about my 7 out of 10 now.
Yeah, you are. You should be. And as I said, I was stating like the reasoning behind it.
Yes.
I think, for the listeners that some of you may totally know about it because we have talked about it in a few other episodes, especially when we went into communication.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
that was more our communication styles, though.
Right. It was more styles. And then we brought it up during the dating series. If any of you were noticing that I was leaning into feminine and was I helping him lean into masculine. So it kind of sparked our little conversation going. So just a couple of like the masculine energy traits are structure, logic, action, direction, protect time and goals. Let's fix this. And then do you want to say the more feminine ones?
Yeah, your more feminine energy is using your intuition, empathy, creativity flow, connection, and kind of a let's feel this out type of energy.
It's funny. I should have let you say the masculine and me say the feminine. That would have made more sense based on who we are.
I would have.
Because, yeah, I definitely do tend to lean way more feminine.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I don't know about feeling things. I'm a little masculine in there, but...
You are fairly masculine about some stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And it's, it's not that one is better than the other, because we all really do have both in us.
Yeah. And they're both helpful for different things.
Yes. Yes.
So...
It's more about, like, knowing when to use them.
Right. I think that's the key to figuring out your energies and realizing, okay, hold on. Do I need to tune in a little more masculine right now or tune in a little more feminine? And every situation could call for something different, right?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you're using both every day.
Absolutely.
For different things.
Absolutely. If you're doing, and as you said, is more when we had the communication conversation that we were talking about. Mm-hmm. You're direct. You're to the point. You say what needs to be said.
Yes.
Let me give you an entire paragraph about why I feel this way and explain it to you in multiple ways to make sure you understand it all and you know where I'm coming from.
I will cut you off a lot.
Well, ever since you pointed out to me, I feel like I've gotten slightly better about being aware of that and trying to cut it a little bit.
Yeah.
I said slightly better.
And you have. And sometimes you'll say, do you think we need to say all? I'm like, no, we don't. That is not what needs to happen here.
But I now ask you instead of doing it.
It's true.
And then...
But I will say, because I am such a masculine communicator, I do have to tap into that feminine side of me and think to myself, okay, how do I say this without being completely offensive?
Because you're so direct.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I really have to rack my brain sometimes and stop myself. Just, Casey, don't say that. stop and think about how to actually communicate this.
So you have to come to me. You're like, how would you word this? I'm like, I'll long up, draw it out for you. No problem.
I was about to tell this guy he's a fucking idiot. What do you think I should say instead?
I just want to know that although his idea is interesting, that's just not how we do things, and it's not going to work. But I think you use them too in handling stress.
Oh yeah.
And I was going to call it out.
You're such a girl.
Very feminine. Pure honesty. It's been just having a rough go of it this week.
Yes.
It is what it is. And this one, and I start just vomiting out the mouth everything that is going. She's like, how do you live in your head? I'm like, I don't know. So I feel it all.
And sometimes I feel bad because I think I'm who she has to talk to. And for the most part, I'm sitting over here like, I don't even understand what the problem is. Let's wrap this shit up.
And I'm feeling all of it. I mean, every single thing is going, and I'm feeling it, and there's crying and the whole 9 yards. And this one's like, what is the problem?
Yes.
I'm all, well, because I'm stressed. And, so I feel it. I need to talk it out. I need to do all that. And this one's like, let's just fix it. Push through it. You're done.
Yeah. Right. Well,
And-
I'm like, okay, you're getting way ahead of yourself. Narrow it down. Stop right there.
So it does. I mean, it does show up even when you're handling stress for sure.
Yes.
Because
does.
I just, in a general sense, lean feminine. So
And I'm going to take action. I'm very much, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to narrow down what's the most important thing right now. How do I get there? Fix it. Whatever. I'm not going to sit here and, that makes me feel so upset. And I'm not trying to make fun of you.
I don't know.
It's just
You're
not,
lucky I know you're not, because
you'd be
I start
crying right
crying.
now. I know.
I start crying. See, after I do the whole cry it out and talk it out,
Yes.
then I can be like, if she has a point, let's just really break it down, stop it. And then I can lean into the masculine a little bit more
Yeah.
and start
You can.
trying to do it. But I have to go through all the feminine feelings before.
Yeah. And sometimes after we've talked it out and stuff, I will still have to stop you every once in a while and be like, hey, we're not on that step yet.
Get back on track. Yeah.
So,
And this is why what did I give myself? A 5 out of 10 on my confidence.
yeah.
Because, I understand them, but my immediate reaction is
Act like a damn girl.
I know, it's so weird.
It's weird.
Though, even when you're doing projects. Now, when it comes to projects,
Oh, projects. I'm such a girl.
I'm so masculine.
I'm such a girl.
When it comes to projects, I'm like, let's go. Here's the vision. Let's go. It's planned. Here's the deadline. Let's execute it.
No, I have big ideas and no thought process on how we're going to take care of it at all.
And then, I'm like, okay, you need to slow down.
I'm like, and then what we're going to do? And she's like, whoa.
I'm
You're
like,
5 years ahead.
Pump
of
the
what we're
brakes.
doing.
Pump the brakes. Let's get the first part done.
Yeah. I am always
I mean, some of the
big picturing it,
You do.
big dreamer, and no real plan.
right.
Just visions.
And then I have to calm that down,
She does.
reel it in,
She does.
and be like, hold up. Let's get this first one rolling, and then we'll go on to the next.
Yeah.
But your big goals are there.
Right.
And, in general,
Thank
though,
God we're a team.
I was just going to say that because there's an idea of you run into burnout when you live in constant one over constant the other,
Mm-hmm.
of too long of not switching. And I was going to say, for us, it really does work out so well that we're a team
Yeah.
and we're who we bounce our ideas off of.
This is true. I think also, I was going to point out, on the daily stuff, because I was thinking of budgets and money.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like that's a time when, like, your masculinity really comes out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a girl. I'm like, it comes from somewhere. I don't know, but
Yeah. I'm like, hold up a second.
I want to go out to eat.
Let me get my spreadsheet out, and I'll tell you if we're gonna go out and eat. As we were saying, like if you're in one too long or one other, like either way,
Yes.
That's or feminine too long, then you can start to lose touch with the other one.
Oh yeah.
And it truly is really important to try to stay as balanced as you can.
It is. Because I know there's a lot of things where, like when I think about parenting, especially, I definitely lean more into a masculine side with my kids.
Oh, as far as how you
Yeah.
react for parenting them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have to remind myself sometimes it's okay. You're actually supposed to be the feminine energy in their lives. So go ahead and, nurture them through this. And
yeah.
But I'm very much a pick yourself up. Let's go. Let's go. Getting this shit done.
So they gotta come to Aunt Charlie and cry. They don't come to me and cry, guys.
No, they still cry to me sometimes.
Yeah.
They really try not to.
Mom's gonna kick my ass. It's funny is I feel like if I come to you crying, I'm at a pretty serious level. But that's because you are not a nurturing.
I'm not.
You're not like, do you want a hug? I'm all, yeah, I do.
Makes me so uncomfortable. I usually just sit there like, and this is weird, so I don't know what to do with you right now. I give you little pats.
You do.
All right.
I'm like, oh, she just really cares right now.
Buck up, buddy.
Buck up, Buttercup. So, like, too much masculine, though, is get you, like, you can tend to start avoiding emotions. Overworking. Or you stay in a constant, like, problem-solving mode.
Oh, yeah.
You can almost feel like you're just trying to think, like, how to word it.
You can stay in, like, a problem-solving mode, and it gets really frustrating when people don't want to listen to how to solve that problem.
Oh, yeah. But, same thing, though. You go to find the feminine.
Yeah. You start overthinking your feelings?
What? That doesn't sound like anything I would ever do.
And you struggle with boundaries.
What?
Never heard
of it. Me? No. Lots of ideas and not much follow through.
Oh,
when you get too far into that. That's why I think it's funny. And I think that is a key factor of what we're saying is everyone does have
we have
both energies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a matter of finding that. And I know I get too far into the feminine sometimes.
And I do know I get real far masculine a lot.
It's like, I got to pull that back, or I need to realign it, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And, as the experts that we are, I would say we're all going to have our things that we still are going to lean into.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're kind of that is who we are, like, deep down.
Yes.
But if you kind of can always remember you got them both. And then if you have, like I said, we're grateful that we have each other because we can sometimes get it back in check.
Mm-hmm.
Of, you went too far that way, or I'm like, okay, you're going a little far that way.
Oh, yeah.
So we can kind of, we can kind of help keep it in check and make that, like, adjustment, if you will.
Yeah.
To kind of bring it back around a little bit. Bring it back to the center. I mean, there are really good times to have those certain energies and to lean into them. Is when you mentioned the struggling with boundaries. The minute I started setting them is at a time for me that I was starting to really, there was a couple of years in there where, believe it or not, I was truly hitting on that masculine energy.
Mm.
And I would say it's probably maybe 4 or so years ago when I really started working on boundaries, working on being more firm about stuff. And a lot of it was spurred by that last divorce.
Yeah.
And realizing because I didn't have boundaries in place and I let stuff slide or be what it was, I'd gone too far.
Right.
And so I started really trying to lean into some of my masculine and learn a little bit more about it, or maybe just even for myself, learn how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And understanding what it really meant.
Try to keep my masculine at bay sometimes. Oh. Well, people sometimes perceive me as being, I don't know, a bitch. Or
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
what'd you think I was saying? You a lesbian? Those
Yeah.
you can bring up
Little, little butch,
little
rough.
little rough around the edges. Yeah.
A bitch. Never heard anyone call you that.
Yeah, I was kind of laughing at myself the other day because somebody said something about, you look like you're about to cry. And this was at the restaurant, John.
Oh, geez.
And I was like, me? She's like, yeah, are you okay? I was like, I'm fine. And she's like, oh. I mean, like, if you need to cry, it's fine. I was like, listen, man, if you ever see me crying, there is a real fucking problem. You're not going to catch me. I'm not over here crying about some table screamed at me. I could give about two shits. It's like, no, like, if you ever see me crying, something has gone way wrong. Way wrong.
Yeah, you are not a crier.
I know. No, I know.
No, it's crazy.
No. I cry at normal times.
Yeah.
Like, the normal times you're supposed to cry.
I would like to say I don't think there's normal times you're supposed to do anything. You gotta feel those feelings.
You do.
Lean into that feminine.
Yeah. Maybe I should cry the next time one of my tables yells at me.
Yes.
See how it works out.
I mean, I have had a table push me over the edge where I've had to go in the back and, like, let it loose for a minute.
I usually just laugh about it.
And I think that's crazy you can do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I take so much stuff.
You take
I take it too personal. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Like I said, though, it's something I've been working on because I think so long I didn't realize how into that feminine energy I was about the boundaries and that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so even when I did start making them, I thought I was viewing myself more of, you just have a big heart and you let everything go. And I start, no more of that shit. I'm not doing that anymore. I start laying down the law a little bit kind of idea before I really started realizing it was more of a whole, I don't want to say personality, but more of inside me.
Right.
That I could actually just tap into both. Utilize them when need. Yes.
Utilize them both.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, so being from feminine and having to go to the masculine.
Uh-huh.
And I said multiple times, like, starting to set boundaries.
Yeah.
And allowing myself not to feel guilty about that. And then if I was gonna, say I was looking at new pots and pans, I'm like, just make a decision.
Oh, yeah.
Don't second guess it all. Do all, not saying you can't research stuff, but it was like, make a decision.
Make a
like,
choice.
be firm about it. Make that choice and be clear with it and go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Kind of like just small things to try to get out of that.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, it started with one boundary, then I could make another or another. Or knowing that there was something I wanted to do, but I hadn't quite done all my research or I wasn't 100% ready for it, but I still started taking an action on it.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't know where I was going with, like, I knew, a job change might be in place, so I'm going to go ahead and just make my resume and send it out.
Right.
Even though I haven't 100% thought through how this is going to look.
Yeah. And I think, for me, right, so I'm opposite.
Right.
I do have that more masculine energy. And so, I mean, some things for me would be, like, letting somebody else take the lead on something.
Oh.
Letting somebody maybe make a choice about if we're going to buy a truck or not. How much we're going to pay for it. Let them take the lead.
Yeah.
And then stand back and not have a...
Maybe would have been a good time to use your masculine energy.
And then not...
Hindsight.
and then not criticize their abilities.
Oh, were you living into that?
I was, really.
Oh.
I would have actually never said anything to you about your negotiation tactics.
They're non-existent.
Had you not brought up the fact that somebody else thought you should have used them. And I was like, Yeah, I mean, I was kind of waiting for you to do
Just
that,
put-
and
so
you just
okay,
weren't.
yeah, I think this would be a prime example of
Okay.
when no when it was really we should have let you use what is a natural energy for you,
Oh, we should have.
and I should have backed off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll work on our
Well,
communication.
you know, here's my thing is I thought you're so masculine with your budgets and stuff. So I thought you would handle it really well.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that part of it, the negotiating.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay.
We learned something.
We learned.
But I like how you said that was one way you try to get out of your masculine a little bit.
Yeah.
Is by doing that.
Little random stuff like
Yeah.
that. Just let somebody else take the lead somewhere and go with it. You're like, oh, okay, yeah. That's what we're doing then.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. They talk about, I don't know, they do talk about like doing something creative without a goal.
Like painting or something?
Yeah, I don't have that in me.
I like that.
I don't. I cannot fathom what would be the point of doing this.
Oh my gosh, why do you think I have 3 coloring books in there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just to release stuff and just color.
Yeah. I try to do better about like talking about my feelings.
That's a good one too.
So not just, hey, we're having this problem and here's how I think we should go about fixing it. Because that's generally how I go into a situation.
Yeah. Oh, you've already fixed it in your head and you're like, here's what we're going to do.
I'm like, here's what we need to do.
And so then you try to turn that, when you realize you're too far in the masculine and you need to pull back, then you say, let's talk about this because here's how I'm feeling. I've got some ideas, but what are you thinking? Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. And that's also, in doing that, can help, you know, somebody take the lead somewhere and maybe help get them into their masculine energy.
Yeah.
Possibly.
That's true.
If you're backing off of yours a little bit and bringing theirs out.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
it's because, you know, every day you're not going to be in the exact half and half. You're not
Yeah.
always going to know. Sometimes you don't realize you're in it.
Right.
Sometimes you know you're in it because it's just who you naturally are. But literally, as you said, it really can affect your relationships.
It can. Because if I'm doing this, if I'm constantly in my masculine, it naturally puts somebody else in their feminine. And so sometimes I have to just back off of that and try to lean into my feminine so that person's masculine can take over.
Can pop out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have those dynamics, right? Where one person is more masculine or one's more feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you mix it, sometimes you're the one taking the lead, as you said, and doing that masculine. Sometimes you're the one holding the space.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't always have to be the one that does the one. Like you take turns in the relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm using ours. This can be any relationship you have. It can be, you know, with a partner. It could be with a friend. It could be with your sister. It could be with your roommate. It's a matter of, you know, you don't always have to do the exact same role every time.
Yeah.
And it can come as, this is more old fashioned, but even like cooking dinner, you know,
Sure.
we take turns doing it. It doesn't fall on you.
Right.
Or it doesn't fall on me because I tend to be more feminine.
Right.
I had another roommate. We did the same, you know, we took every other week. It was someone's turn to just cook that week.
Right.
So it wasn't always one person doing a set thing.
Mm-hmm.
And realizing kind of how those roles might play out.
Well, and I would go back to say what we were talking about earlier with my parenting, where I have always been fairly masculine with my kids. And that has to do somewhat with having authority and, you know, respect and such. But it also has to do with just who I am. And so, you know, when your kids are younger and stuff, you're not necessarily giving them a whole lot of choices on what they're doing. I damn well told you what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And now, as they're adults, I do have to lean a little more into my feminine side. And remember, it's like, well, what do you think? I mean, I have some ideas about what I think maybe would be a good choice here. What kind of choice are you thinking about making, man? Because And then listen to their choice.
Yes.
And not laugh at them.
Right.
When it's not the choice I think should be
have made. Yeah. Well, yeah, parenting even. That's another way that could pop into how things are being done.
I'm not saying I would laugh at my kids' choices. They're pretty smart. I raised them pretty good.
They are pretty smart.
But sometimes getting them to the choice.
Well, everyone takes their own path.
They do.
They definitely do. Two in relationships, you end up, I mean, this is a very small, minuscule thing, but if you're both in your feminine, where do you want to eat dinner? Oh, I don't care. Where do you want to eat? Oh, I don't care tonight either. No decisions are getting made kind of thing.
Yes.
But then you're both in a masculine, you're both saying, no, this is exactly where we're eating. No, this is where we're eating.
Yeah.
And so you do have to take turns in different
roles.
Yes. Different roles and stuff like that, I think. So.
Yeah. And I think that's about, it comes down to in all your relationships, having those boundaries, kind of understanding each other's natural tendencies.
Yeah.
And helping them lean one way or another whenever you can. Or whenever you are thinking about it. Because sometimes you're just not thinking about it.
And especially, though, if you have that open communication and know that about each other.
Yeah.
Then you can say, hey, I know you're really good at this. So I'm going to trust your instinct on that. I'm just going to sit back.
Sit back.
Yeah.
I kick back and relax.
I'm going to sit back and relax on that one.
Will you handle this shit?
It's also being aware of that, though. Like you said, being aware of the other person's, I think.
Yeah.
And your own. So the lesson learned and growth earned is definitely masculine and feminine energy. You're not stuck in one or the other. You don't have to stay stuck in either one. They are tools that you can choose from. So as you start understanding them, of what's more masculine, what's the more feminine, and understanding that you can use that to be more aware of what energy might work in what situation you're in. And then you can be a little more intentional with how you're communicating, maybe how you're handling stress, and just going through life. Because you do have to be flexible. And if you got, a partner in life that you can talk to, that's awesome to know theirs, because you can lean into theirs too for help when you need help getting into that energy.
Yeah. Balance each other out.
Yes. Yeah.
In our next episode, we're going to explore actions matching words. You're going to get our hot take on it. Thanks for listening. Until next time, go out there and be your favorite self.
And as always, if you guys are enjoying what you hear, leave us a review. You can do it on Spotify. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on Apple. We love hearing from you, honestly. And make sure to like and follow on your favorite listening platform to catch all our future episodes.